Alright, we're back. Apparently I just had to leave VC to fix my mouse.
Hey yo, can you restart your VC? Or yeah, your VC's stream? Thank you.
Alright then. Alright, what pose does she make? Alright, the freezer pose.
Go look in the the freezer.
Why are you freezer?
Racism
pose.
Honestly, let's be honest, she's quite similar to the Tyrant herself.
As you strike the freezer pose, you hear someone say, "Nice." You don't hear
That was
who.
Arca.
Oh,
she just
It was Arca. Hey,
Like
that-
Arca's like giving a thumbs up to Arca's giving a thumbs up to Hera with a little smile.
that stance is pretty cool, but I bet I can do a cooler one.
You don't have arms.
It was the
Watch
coolest
this shit.
one. It
And
was the
Arca's like, watch this shit, and then they pull the Vegeta pose.
Which
Okay.
one?
As you
The one
hand-
where he fights Goku. The like 2 fingers.
Oh,
over his
It's not above his forehead, it's behind his head like this. Yeah, I see it. I understand.
As your
Alright.
picture is taken, they place it upon your passport and hand it to you open, showing you the open page with the stacked deck stamp.
She nods happily and thanks. Before going back to Arca. Okay, what next?
That'll be all. That'll be all. We already have everyone more or less signed in, and due to it being late at night and being federally funded, we can allow you to stay here for free.
Just because I'm the heir.
No, they just stated because they're federally funded. This
Alright.
Yeah, but they're the innkeeper is a federal worker in this case, so
Alright.
he doesn't need payment from people coming here. He gets a
I got
good sum of
paycheck.
payment. Yeah, gets a good paycheck from the government.
the way too much here, probably.
Anyway.
Alright, guys, come in.
It's late night.
Um,
Oh, remember, it's been roughly
You-
11 and a half hours.
you,
It's getting dark. It's getting dark soon. You guys haven't quite been paying... The Lightner characters haven't quite realized it yet, because they're, very fatigued. However, all the Darkners are very much aware. It's getting very close to the point where, the Dark World will, be borderline void in stimulation. So, they should probably get inside a building and sleep.
I'm playing a game, people.
Oof. Sounds like things are happening.
Must be annoying siblings. I mean, I don't have siblings, but I can relate, kind of. Annoying family members.
It's Hera's not tired. Mentally, she's not tired. Physically, she's exhausted, most likely.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Mentally, she's still going.
Goku. You're literally Goku.
It's funny because she learns techniques so fast, it's almost scary.
She must have something like a Zenkai boost. Where she's in a near-death situation, she gets a power boost, probably.
That one song by Maximum the Hormone.
Even so, with the most part, it is still getting late at night, so you probably should sleep.
I could stay up all night.
To some degree, I would hope Libran and Arca are urging the Lightners at least to get to sleep.
I could
Oh
live
yeah,
for years.
Aaron doesn't have any issues sleeping. Hera's having a wee bit of trouble, and this is the time where they figure out she has ADHD.
Yo, Hera. Hey, guess what? Hera, guess what? Guess what?
Are you saying Mrs. Libran?
Hey, I have this cool thing. It's called a blindfold. You should take it.
No.
Do it.
No.
Come on, Rex.
Arca looks at Lyra and is like, Sure.
Are you sure you can't just tie it around your face? Sit in darkness for a while and think of all the terrible things
That
you
sounds
did in
like
third
you, not
grade?
me.
Hera, either way, you're gonna be seeing a lot of darkness. So
Eh.
I'll
Bet you
probably
takes
be
another-
sleeping
another-
thinking of memes from 2016.
Era, if you don't take this damn blindfold, you are going to be traumatized.
I won't be traumatized if I have the blindfold on. What's your point?
I have no eyes.
Damn it!
No.
like Ren is the mom.
Start chasing after her.
And she starts running away, and Aaron just clotheslines Libran.
Get your ass back here.
Because Hera ran behind Aaron, and Aaron just bodyguarded the shit out of.
No,
Hera.
I'm not trying to hurt Hera, I swear. I'm just trying to give her this. And then I hand it to Aaron. Please make sure she goes to sleep. I'm trying to make sure that child doesn't get traumatized. I swear.
Why? By what? What would she be traumatized by?
Aaron, look at it this way. Either way, she's gonna be seeing a whole bunch of darkness. So it's
We
better
won't
if
be
it's
able
just.
to interact with her. He's gonna be all alone again.
It's better that we just we put her in her room and let her sleep there. The blindfold's not going to help her
As long
any.
as she can get to sleep very soon.
She might take an hour or so.
Aaron, if you don't want the blindfold, then fine. But we gotta go to sleep like right now.
Hera might take a little while, but yes, she will fall asleep eventually.
Don't worry, I'll stay up and keep her company. We can watch.
Papa Don.
Oh
Papa
boy.
Don.
So it's gonna be movie night?
You know what?
Yeah,
Why
that's
not? Why not?
What are you,
Alright.
alright, what are you
Okay.
guys gonna watch then for an hour?
Yes,
to
we're gonna
help
be
you
watching.
Well, the
We're
only
watching this.
wait.
29.
Nah,
So
the only streaming service we have down here is Funimation. We only got
Oh,
that.
yeah, Animation.
Oh,
Fuji
okay.
Toriyama.
I was
This
gonna
was
watch
the
Harold and
release.
Kumar go to White Castle, but unfortunately.
No, we have that. We have Dragon Ball the Abridged series, but specifically episodes 39, 52, and 30, part 2.
I don't know Dragon Ball episodes actually.
Oh, that's Dragon Ball Bridge. 30 Part 2 is, I believe, the death of Frieza.
Yep.
52 is one of the Cell episodes. And you said 39? That's an Android Saga episode.
Those are like those weird.
Oh, I thought you would have said the movies.
Out of context. Out of context for a second. Arca only sees them as like weird knockoff versions of the actual existing episodes because like there's no YouTube.
Yeah. So it's like Super Smashing Fighters, but for
Tree of Christmas, Tree of Might.
We can watch. Yeah, right.
We have the case for Christmas Tree of Might Part 1, but we lost the DVD.
But no,
You
it's like
guys do have the DBZ abridged Broly movie as well.
Oh,
but
hell
the
yeah.
way wait
That's
the way I see is like why
No, wait, hold
only-
on. She has.
only fun
She has
only
YouTube Premium.
Funimation is like
Let's say that she has YouTube Premium and she downloaded a couple of
all right
stuff on her phone.
all right then.
Makes sense. I mean, realistically speaking, the big thing like you can't connect to the internet. with
Yeah,
White
if she
website.
has it downloaded on her phone, then
Other than Funimation, obviously,
That's it.
for some reason,
That and like
and because
that and Safari.
and
Sorry,
since,
as in like the map.
and since
The search
since
engine.
Kai and since Kai isn't on Funimation, they wouldn't know of Dragon Ball Z Kai, so
Yeah.
they were-
That's something
then
I
we'll
think
lose.
we've already stated multiple times. We can
Yes,
let's-
we've stated it multiple times, and there's a bunch of Kai episodes that she has on her.
Anyways, with that in
Oh.
mind,
they wouldn't know
this
about-
is
they
gonna
wouldn't
be
know
the
about-
attempt to try and help Hera to sleep by
Mhm.
just sitting with her and watching a movie. What are you gonna watch, guys? And one girl, or well, technically
Singular.
2 dudes,
and non-binary.
2 theys, and
Non-binary.
1 she.
Are you counting Libran in those days?
Yeah.
I thought you said Libran was a they, didn't you?
Correct. But people keep calling them a him, especially me. I just want to make that clear now. Libran
Damn.
is NB.
You literally misgender your own fucking creation. You're like everyone who played as Chris back when Chapter 1 was
They are
released.
loosely based.
And
They are
Frisk and
loosely
Kara.
based. They are loosely based on Vecna from Critical Role. I don't know how that works, but I keep misgendering them.
Anyways, what are you guys gonna watch? What are you watching?
Right,
Man.
yes. So the kitty has to be cultured a little bit. So let's give him like
The kitty
a
is
good one.
cultured. The kitty is
Yeah,
cultured. She's
does
the one who
maybe-
has the
I know, but I'm an
babies on her
old
phone.
fart. Okay, I need to show him the real shit.
Or, yeah, Arca's gonna be like, like she hasn't seen like these episodes that Non has seen. So like,
No, she's seen all of the episodes of Dragon
no, I was
Ball.
talking about why I misgendered Arca. No, they.
What if I played you a song?
Oh shit! What kind of
So,
song is
anyways, what movies? What are you guys watching?
8 Mile, the Eminem documentary.
No.
Start to
No.
That's actually
Show
on her
him.
phone.
Show her. Show her.
Okay, Aiden,
Show her,
what is Hera putting on? It's her phone.
She puts on the
Fuck
Broly
it.
movie. Yeah, fuck it, the Broly movie.
I was about to say.
And no, this is the Super Broly movie, not the.
Libran is gonna start singing The Legend.
Libran has two fingers pointed at his face.
No singing during the movie, I assume.
No singing during the movie. She says in an unnaturally deep. Are you actually
Gamma.
playing this?
Yes.
Gamma.
You have ignored.
Now, what would it be? What would it be?
That's
Gamma.
impressive.
You
I get the
ignored
enthusiasm. However, that's not gonna sound good on recording if you actually play a guitar.
I'm not playing guitar. What are you talking about?
Well, if you play something on a phone and put it up to your microphone, it's not gonna sound good.
Yeah, I've done that
Correct.
many a time.
Okay.
Correct. That is the point.
Anyway,
Voice doesn't sound good.
Anyway,
the point was that did you not hear what she said?
Hera's putting on the Super Broly movie, and
I'm
told you
asking Gamma. I'm asking Gamma what they heard. What did they hear after the Broly movie?
What do you mean, what do I hear?
Alright, then let's repeat this again. She puts two fingers in your general direction and says, "No singing during the movie," in an unnaturally deep voice.
And I tell her, I say, my friend?
Jan sings.
Did your mic just cut out, or?
Incorrect. I just said my friend, and then nothing else.
Oh,
Okay.
alright then. With that
Jan
in mind,
sings.
we're
Call
going
him
to make this a
Super
roll
Broly.
to see if Hera falls asleep during the movie.
Okay.
This is going to be a passive roll. Luckily, it's a group action because it's Hera with the help of everyone else.
And Hera has a +0.
So with everything accounted, it's a +5 because it's 5 people working together to try and sleep, and the one
Yeah.
from Non is a 1 passive. All right.
So,
Well, if I may ask, how hard does Hera have?
17.
Oh, you're putting your own DC at 17?
For sleep, falling asleep, yeah.
Okay.
I can't make it more than 20 because that makes it impossible.
Well, technically, it would be. You have a +6 at the current moment. It's just at the current moment you're too... I would say being level 6 is just a bit too fucking much to do something like that. You know?
Yeah, she's only level 6, so
Yeah.
leave it within regular parameters, I'd assume. Alright, stop.
16. Oh, I know. You get exactly 17. Oof. But you don't beat it.
You don't beat it.
You don't fall asleep in time. So here's a question. Does everyone else fall asleep?
I mean, that's a pretty high roll.
I stay awake.
For
Forever.
the child.
I literally do not fall asleep at all.
Libran is zoning out so hard that he is. They are basically asleep.
Arca's like their eyes are getting really heavy. They're struggling
Jesse,
to
you
keep
can
them
turn
awake.
on a light.
And Hera is somehow not, her eyes don't even have bags under them yet. And she's
Why am I
wide
staying up with the
awake.
kid all the time? Damn.
There is Non is the fucking Steve.
So
Where
who's
he's the
asleep,
babysitter.
who's awake?
I'm awake. I'm looking.
Aaron is passed the fuck out.
Okay.
He's just...
I'm looking
Arca
at
is
weird
getting
stuff on my
sleepy-eyed.
dark
zoned out.
Is
Arca's getting sleepy-eyed.
So is Arca falling asleep, or is he asleep? Or are they asleep?
I was supposed to correct you. They're about to be asleep, so falling.
Alright, so for all intents and purposes, they're sleeping. Libran?
Libran, Gamma.
Zoned out. It's not Libran, it's Libran.
Libran.
this change right here. I use that change.
Zoned
Not
the
quarters.
fuck out.
There's no quarters up there.
So,
There should be 3 up there.
There's no quarters there. It's nickels and dimes. Seriously, I'll show you.
It's fine.
Like, I'll bring it over to you.
What? You heard what I said, just don't use the quarters.
alright, next person.
Anyways, this in mind, so Hera, Non, and Libran are technically awake. Libran's just really zoned out.
See?
Libran is semi-conscious.
Yeah, they're awake, they're just zoned out. So as
Semi-conscious.
with this in mind, oh boy, this is actually this is gonna be interesting. So as Arca starts falling asleep, it reaches late night, late enough that like the sun is more or less completely gone. And
There
as
was no sun to begin with.
well, the sun in the light world is. And
I see.
presumably, like, the primordial dark world is semi-connected to the planet Earth as well, technically, to some degree. At least that's kind of how we're kind of working with it. Plus, we need to have, like, some sort of reason as why things turn the way they are.
Yeah,
When
day
it's-
night cycle. I get it.
Yeah. That in mind, slowly... Let me check. So wait, no, they would
Well, here's
notice
something
this.
that's a little funny. Here's something that's a little bit funny. No one realizes this, but can I roll an aggressive
Why?
or physical? To see if how awake she is staying.
Okay, tell me when to stop.
Stop. Plus her physical is 5.
Yep.
So she's starting to droop over.
She's staying
But she's
awake
not done yet.
longer than she should, but she will eventually fall.
Yeah.
Non
Yes.
being a plant, technically... Plants technically sleep in a sense, but...
Not in that sense.
Yeah. Even... I assume for, like, a plant creature, sleeping and entering a state of unconsciousness from exhaustion, it may actually be a more semi-conscious choice. Like, Non has to actually, like, be like, I want to sleep, in order for him to sleep. Because, like, if I recall, Bear said Non was...
Basically an elf.
Yeah, Non was gonna stay up until Hera slept, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just singing "Blame It" over and over again.
Alright, then. With that in mind...
Literally, Nyana's just going, "Blame it on that ghost. Catch you vientos." Just doing that the whole
Are
night.
we singing?
No. No.
Multi-talented.
Stop.
No,
Peace.
he gets tape over his mouth, but he's still muttering to himself. No one can hear him, though.
Libran's like, "Aw," and then zones the fuck back out again.
With that in mind, slowly, as y'all kind of notice this, Libran is zoned out, but being more or less fully conscious still somehow means they're going to not kind of... Basically, they're going to still be here when everything else kind of... Well, basically, you notice everything else except for you, Non, and Aaron, and Libran kind of starts looking faded or dim.
Huh?
The bed you're on...
What do you mean by that?
The bed you're on slowly looks faded, as if it's fading out.
Huh?
And while you're still technically on it, you don't... It slowly feels less and less soft. But you're still on a soft item.
Are you going to wake them up, or...
I mean, as you look around, you also notice Arca is kind of fading as well.
So Hera's still awake at this time, correct?
Yeah, she's very sleepy. She's getting to that sleepy point, but she's still awake enough to kind of realize
Notice
what's going on.
go
So
down.
is Non.
So, she grabs Arca and Aaron and just pushes them both off the bed.
You're gonna make me sleep on the floor?
I'm back.
As Arca
I ate the tape.
falls to the floor, do they wake up?
No.
They
I
just
think they'd be a really heavy sleeper.
they just pass out. They literally pass out. Well, technically, you said they weren't asleep yet. They were starting to sleep. So what you're basically saying, Hera literally knocked you off the bed and knocked you unconscious. On accident.
Yeah. And Libran is
So as that happens, Arca then kind of just immediately fades away.
Heh?
Aaron also gets pushed off, so does he awaken?
Yeah, he awakes. He's like, oh! Like, what the fuck?
Aaron, as you look around, you notice the very building you're in seems to, like, kind of is, like, seemingly less there.
Hey, yo, what the hell?
Like, you're
And
still...
he's actually being loud. He's actually being loud and waking people up.
With that in mind, does Libran now wake up to that noise? Gamma?
Gamma. Pay attention, Gamma.
Is something wrong with your mic?
No, they were muted.
Has Libran not zoned out anymore? 'Cause
Okay, now they're
Aaron
gone.
just-
They
Oh,
left.
They poof.
okay.
They poof.
That's what they do.
Libran got pulverized into a pile of bones.
I guess they're still zoned out.
Yeah, I'm a little tired. Been a long day. Only slept for like 3 hours.
Well, that's... What happened to Gamma? Oh,
There it is.
Libran does not wake up.
Sorry, my internet just fucking died
Oh.
for 2.
So they're still zoned out.
Yep.
Aaron just grabs them. I'm right. You out now, essentially.
Libran is still zoned out. It takes a lot to zone him back in.
He just goes, ah, in his face.
Damn, you might have to slap him.
Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, kill my enemies.
Wow. Riveting performance.
And then I
Okay.
disappear.
Really
Arca's
spoke
like,
to my soul. Into
Oh, so Libran just
Arkham.
passed out.
Arca
No.
stirs in their sleep and they're like, oh
No,
my God.
they yelled out a few lyrics of a song, zoned back out, and then disappeared.
Well, that means they fell asleep. Remember?
Arca hears and like they stir in their sleep.
So as you start,
I mean, when
Hey, what is this even about? Why are they disappearing?
basically,
Libran
when it's
can't-
night in the Dark World, the amount of energy the Dark World actually gets from the Light World for like actual existence is so minimal on this side of the Dark World that like existence is stripped to its most bare minimum state. It is purely focused on conserving its own existence. So all aspects of existence that are not absolutely necessary to exist are stripped away. It is nothing but colorless,
Void.
oxygen, colorless
Yeah.
oxygen.
made
Okay,
of
so
shapes.
basically what-
You can feel shapes, but you cannot discern them from each other. Aaron
Okay,
can
so
hold and feel Libran in his hands, but he cannot make his shape out. He cannot feel his body, but there is something in his hands. He feels like his fingers are entangled in Libran's body, but there's no body to entangle, but there is something he's holding.
Libran has 3 states. Libran is conscious, zoned the fuck out, or just astrally projected, essentially. So zoned out that they're basically passed out.
So they don't fall asleep at all.
Not necessarily.
Oh.
So when they do disappear, yes, technically they are asleep, but they don't fall asleep. They're just really zoned out.
So what you're saying, so they're just so zoned out, they just get stripped down anyway. So in the worst case, you can feel the texture of their body, but like
There's nothing there.
yeah, like you can feel the texture of leather, but there's no leather. If you were to like put your hand,
Has Aaron experienced this before?
no. Last time he fell asleep in the Dark World, he did it with a blindfold. And fell asleep long before this happened. So his mind basically tricked his unconscious sleeping body into thinking there was like he was in a sleeping bag on grass, basically, because that's what it remembered last.
And Harry's just like, what the fuck?
You notice
Why'd you know that?
Arca does kind of slightly fade back in a bit as they
Am I
slightly
tripping on
stir.
acid or
One thing you will notice is that like the light from your phone actually completely pierces through this like basic like blackness and fully lets you see what it's around. Though it is still like it's at nighttime though, technically. Like if you were to go outside with a bright flashlight, you would see, but it would technically be the closest to walking around at night in the Dark World as you could get as a lightener.
So does the floor reappear at all when Arca stirred? Or
No,
was it just Arca himself?
Just Arca.
I should have quoted every man before I disappeared. That would have been funny. Like, no, there is a line that I could have said, like, all that liveth appeareth fast, and then just...
Yeah, I get it.
So, Arca, you've slightly stirred. What next? Or Hera, what are you going to do? You going to try and get him awake more, or...
She is going to kick him.
Them.
Alright, give me a phys... Alright, I'm gonna roll physical.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a
Roll
physical roll. And tell me when to stop.
Stop. Which one?
1.
4. 4. Damn. Because it looked like it was on, like, in between 13 and 1. I'm like, what the hell?
Because it is.
It looks like it's closer to 13 than it is to 1.
Yeah. Would you like
let's
to...
re-roll that.
Yeah, I was gonna
let's
ask, would
re-roll
you
that.
like to reroll? Because this is like... Because I could see how... Because, like, the only reason I'm going with 1, because, like, the computer says 1, but at the same time, it looks more like 13. So, let's try this again. Tell me when to stop rolling.
Stop. There it is. 13.
Alright,
Oh.
a 13 to what
Kick
part of the
him.
arc are you kicking on them?
Gut.
Kick him in the gut. Alright, Arca, you need to make a physical roll. You need to beat a 13, or you wake up completely. Or do you want to intentionally fail?
No, I'm trying to like try my luck.
Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Oh.
Just
Why?
barely.
Why did
Just
you want to
barely.
do that?
Just barely.
14.
No, not just barely. You got 3 points more because you had plus 2 to your physical.
Yeah. 14 plus 2, that's a 16. Yeah. So, as you kick him in the gut, Arca doesn't wake up completely. More or less,
Tries again.
Arca, are you falling? Are you just gonna fall asleep, or are they gonna react to that and get up at all, or?
It's gonna be like. It's gonna be like. I wanna ride the pony. Like remember Toy Story and Sid like. They just say some weird out of context thing while they're sleeping and just like.
Oh, so if it's gonna be something weird out of context you don't know, I'm gonna roll for it then. Fine, let's see what it is.
Out of pocket.
It's out of pocket, and it's passive. Let's see, is it about someone in the party?
Let's see. So passive is generally good, right? It is.
Well, yes, it is. With that in mind, let's see who it's about. One will be
there's-
1 is Non, 2 is Aaron, 3 is Arca, 4
Oh.
is Libran, 5 is Hera, and 6 is Blur's choice. Let's see what this is. Alright, Blur, what out-of-pocket passive thing are they saying about a character in the party of your choice? Who actually select
Non.
who? It's gonna be about Non. All right, then let's roll. Now let's roll your passive. To
Let's
see
go!
let's roll passive to see what exactly you're saying.
Time to step up.
Tell me when to stop rolling.
Stop.
Ooh. Plus
7.
0. So.
With that in mind, you mention how Non, you say something about how like Non has a lot of potential he squanders on stupid jokes that are overly edgy.
Oh, I see. And Non's not awake right now, is he?
No, Non's awake.
No, I'm up. I'm ready. Let's fucking go. Let's get
Non's
up.
remember, Non's been awake this whole time. Remember, like, Arca more or less said... Basically, Arca just said Non could be so much better if they weren't
Call him the F slur. Call him the F slur. Call him the F slur.
No, that'll get me demonetized.
Okay. No,
unless the F slur in the context of stories and sigils is an entirely different slur unique to Darkners.
No, they wouldn't.
Darkner.
They wouldn't do that.
Wow. I'm actually Lightner right.
They wouldn't do that. No, they wouldn't do that. No, they wouldn't do that.
So, how's Non react to that?
Bro, you racist ass.
They wouldn't do that. They're not racist.
Oh, never mind. I have dementia, don't worry about it.
Remember, they said Non could be better if they didn't try and be overly edgy.
I mean...
How do you feel? You're gonna let that slide? You gonna let that slide?
No, I'm not gonna let that slide. Being edgy is never a phase. Always sticks with you. It's a part.
So,
That
is
can never
Non
go
gonna
away.
go over to Arca and do something about that, or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Also,
buddy up
how's
with
Non
Arkham.
reacting to basically existence fading into colorless, lightless, but physical void?
This is just like Persona 3.
Oh no.
So, what's Non gonna do to Arca in response to that, or is they not gonna do anything?
He's gonna grab Arca and hold on for dear life.
They're still asleep.
All right then.
God damn it! No!
Well, actually, let me roll for Non's physical to see what that does. Tell me when to stop.
What's wrong?
Bear. Tell me when to stop rolling.
Right now, bro.
Oh my god, he has to beat a 19, or he's basically just gonna be fully woken up.
Damn, yeah.
Alright.
And I gotta get him up. Gotta get her up. Get her up.
Tell me when to stop rolling, Blair.
Gender.
Tell me when to stop rolling.
Stop.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
2. So, Non basically just casually walks up like, "The fuck you say, you little shit?" I assume more or less is the kind of demeanor and attitude Non has when he grabs Arca, considering he rolled a fucking 19.
Casually approach child. Step
Yes.
grasp child.
Firmly grasp it.
Step 3.
So, actually, real quick, how does Non pick up Arca then? How does he wake him up? Because he's basically just grabbing him and waking him up. Just holding on for dear life. I'm sorry.
It's the Cosmo yelling out.
I grab Arca with the roots, shake them around, right? Literally, like bash them against the wall or something. Like, get them up right now.
Wake up!
Like, please. I'm like slamming my jester axe on their face. Like, just like, please get fuck up.
Damn, you're slamming the flat end of the jester axe on their face.
Get the fuck up, please.
Alright, Arca, you cannot be asleep for that. You wake right up to that.
Did someone gender me?
Yeah, many people. Anyway, we gotta move.
Hell.
Gotta go sicko mode.
As you look around, you immediately realize what's going on. They're still awake when, reality basically faded.
Aaron doesn't seem so very angry about it.
Oh no.
By the way, Aaron is actually passed the fuck out, though.
Oh, Aaron passed back out?
Yeah, he's just like, I'm too tired for
We're in
this shit."
trouble. Uh-oh, we're in trouble.
Let's turn off noise canceling so y'all can hear.
So,
properly. Oh,
Anyway,
here you
so
go. It's
Arca, how do you react to So what exactly is Arca gonna say to very conscious Non and Hera being, kind of around in an area where there's like basically the only form of stimuli there is you feel something is there, but it has no texture, no surface, no nothing.
Well,
Wait,
you
how
can't
can you
see.
feel something if it has zero texture? Is it
air.
just? Is it?
I think it's more visual.
Air.
Is it
Kinda
just
more
a bunch
air.
of air pressure?
Gamma.
More or
I
less,
think it's more like.
it's like matter
Oh.
is stripped to its most basic form, but it is still technically distinct enough
Or
to
is it like
count it
if
itself.
you stick your? Or is it like if you stick your hand in pool water and you can feel pressure coming out of jets?
Yeah, kind
like
of.
So that's what they see.
Sort of like that.
That's what they see.
It's
That's
just
what
like
they see
it's
all of it.
literally just it's just pure physical pressure. Something exists right there. You can't push through it, but it doesn't feel like any material. It literally just feels like physical thing.
Like
That is-
water.
In a way, but not anywhere near as calm feeling.
Solid?
Yeah, or if anything, it's
Oh,
more
no, what
solid
happened?
but less solid.
I guess
Like-
you could say it's a chaos.
Anyway, so Arca, what are you gonna say to these two? Especially since Non is kind of hugging you.
Oh no.
It's just
Non, what the fuck? Why aren't you asleep?
I am just too built different.
Okay, Hera, why aren't you asleep?
movie wasn't enough.
I'm so fucking cool.
I don't think you two realize what, like, how they're gonna explain. Have they explained?
They
Yeah.
don't have any understanding of what's going on, and you're genuinely surprised they aren't like breaking down mentally due to the like
Oh,
borderline lack of because there is like, for all intents and purposes, literally the only stimuli they have is themselves, you,
Cellular
Vibran,
device.
Aaron, and whatever is within the light of a Hera's phone. That is the only
Wait.
form of stimuli they have, effectively speaking.
Hold up. So is it like they can see them, but everything else is blank, or they can't see them, but they can still feel them? Is it like that?
More or less, like when you fell. It's like
Though Hera has a cellular device. She doesn't have a problem with stimuli because she can just stimulate all night long with YouTube, Discord, whatever the fuck she's gonna use.
please don't say she can stimulate all night long ever again. Do not ever
Yeah,
fucking say anything
alright.
even remotely
She can-
similar to that ever again.
She can
And that
have
same goes to
mental
everyone
activity.
else.
She can have mental activities the entire night long.
Whoa, hey, no, never say that again. Never.
Mental
That goes
activities?
for the rest of you in this call.
That's what I just said. Same to you, Gamma.
No.
Whenever you say anything similar to that, please double take before you finish the sentence.
I'ma get banned.
Please die first.
Okay.
Anyway,
That in mind, is Arca going to explain to them what's happening to try and calm at least Non down and hopefully get them to sleep?
Okay.
you can't stop
don't
me. No
Okay,
one
shut
can
up for
ever
a
do.
second. Ohio monster. Think for a second. I know you don't know this, but I'm going to educate you guys right now. When it reaches nighttime in the dark world, we're not going to basically see anything except for just
hold up.
feeling.
Before we go
things.
further,
Mhm.
can Hera make an intelligence roll to see if she understands what the hell's going on?
An intellectual roll? Yeah, I mean, I guess. She sure can. Tell me when to stop rolling.
Okay. No. Hold on. Let's take a look at the down again.
You know what it is?
It's another one of the.
I need to not roll it on. Where did it just?
It vanished. It disappeared. It's no longer in existence. Oh wait, no, I found it. It zoomed off over here for whatever reason. Oh hey, it's a 20.
Yeah. Well, it didn't
I
roll.
guess she's-
It was just suspended in the air.
As a 20.
Alright, tell me when to stop.
How much?
Stop.
Not to sound like I'm bored, but how much longer? I also gotta call after this.
15.
You don't necessarily understand, like, oh, it's necessarily like, oh, reality is trying to conserve as much of itself as it can, so it's stripping itself in some natural cycle to become perfectly stable in this minimal energy state. You just understand, oh, when it's nighttime, reality
Things
fades.
go poof.
Reality starts fading away because, you know, it's the dark world, and without daylight, there's literally no light anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, she more... That's... That, like, she...
No, she actually just outright interrupts Arca and says, at nighttime, things go poof. That's it. Because there's no light here. I don't know how I can see you.
Because he's still technically awake, therefore he's generating enough energy to make himself,
Lay.
like, visible. However, unlike
Hey.
you, Nan, and Aaron, like, he's not, like, glowing, more or less. They, sorry. I keep forgetting that. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. Normally I'm better with that, sorry.
Anyway. Hera doesn't seem to be very phased by the whole situation.
Zarka, are they going to continue with their anyways with an explanation, or are they just going to leave it as with what Hera said?
It's more complicated than that, Hera. There's no light being generated by the light world, so we're basically just masses of liquid moving around. We can't see each other, but we can still feel each other.
I mean, then what are you then? You're visible.
Should I just make this one for us?
Arca, you would know that because you're currently conscious, you're generating energy. So
If I can't see you, you can't see me.
you're filling
Sometimes-
yourself with energy right now, so you're visible.
Made
I'm
of
filling myself up with energy because I'm conscious, so
Okay. Neato, I guess. And then she goes on to YouTube and goes on to her offline videos, and
Hera,
How are you
to
getting
sleep.
service? Hold on, pause.
she's
How are
not
you
getting service.
It's
I
She's
tried to-
going through her offline videos.
Yeah, it's offline stuff. Like it's
Yeah.
it's like literally things she's downloaded to her device.
Yeah,
Hera, go
because
to fucking
she...
sleep.
Let me finish, please. Because she can't sleep, she pulls up this 3-hour-long video of fireplace crackling and storm, and just lays down next to her phone.
Alright then.
Green off, of course.
And with that, what's Non and Arca gonna do?
Wait, I have an idea. Can you,
gonna
select everything for real quick?
died.
Right-click on them. Can you change the transparency of each thing? Of everyone?
Yeah?
Maybe color tint?
I mean, yeah, why so? Why everyone?
Because it's. Oh wait, no, I meant like everyone as in like the ground and everybody else.
Oh.
The Darkner.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
well, I mean, unless this is all the session is gonna be, I was hoping we could at least go into town or something.
fair enough. Fair enough. I just wanted to see if that was possible or not. I wasn't actually asking you to do it.
I possibly could, but like, I don't want to.
That's fine. I wasn't asking you to. Let's just see if it was possible.
So, what are Arca and Non gonna do now that they see Hera more or less going to sleep next to her phone in the way she is?
Arca then looks back to none. So you're gonna like drop me?
Uh-oh.
Ha. Just kidding. Psych. I'm in sleep.
I
What?
think your mic cut out for half of what you said, Bear.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, psych. Didn't sleep.
So, what's
Okay.
Non gonna do? Non, let's go?
Yeah. Letting go. Accepting my fate.
So, how is Non going to go to sleep now? If so, how so?
I'm gonna cling to the ceiling and bury myself in the ceiling.
And then?
These guys were, I can't believe these guys were picked as the four here. As the
Yo, Bread, go to sleep.
Bruh, you don't call me bread.
Well, your name is Non.
Nah, my name's not.
onion. He's
My
an
name's not
onion.
Non the Indian, bread. I'm an onion.
Oh no!
So,
Non-bread.
That was the most
Non-bread.
evil way I could have said that.
Okay, so quick thing, you're not on the top floor, so you are burrowing upwards into the floor of someone
Another
else's
person's room.
Yeah? I'll say hi.
So asshole.
So as you do that, you sleep suspended in the air, basically.
My only question is, like, why does he
yeah.
have to sleep in the ceiling? Why is that a thing you have to do?
It's
Why
a
not?
legendary rite of passage.
Apparently, it's just something Non wanted to do. I guess.
That's
No, I'm
his character.
asking, how is he doing? Like, how? Not why, but how?
Actually,
Oh.
real quick, in
The
order to pull
laws
that
of
off,
physics don't freaking matter in the
you
dark
do
world.
need to make a physical roll to actually force your roots through. Because even if it's not, like, technically... Because even if at night it's not stone, it's still the mass and matter that would be stone. So you are
The
still...
mass, matter, and density of stone.
Yeah, so you are still forcing yourself into something. So that is a physical roll. And no, you're not allowed to add aggressive to this because you're too tired. Tell me when to stop rolling.
I mean, would he have been able to even add physical in the first place?
No, I
No.
said he couldn't add aggressive.
Oh,
Yeah,
he said
He just doesn't have any physical.
yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't it make more sense if it was... Well, no, since it's taking action against something else. So yeah, that would be aggressive, wouldn't it?
It's physical because he's physically doing something that's like... It's a physical feat to do this. He has to jump and then...
There.
Different monsters.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
When
Stop
are
it
you...
right now.
Stop it.
Another
Yeah.
day, another monster.
8. You jump up
There's a
and you
specific
don't even
thing,
reach
yeah,
the ceiling. In fact, you
It's-
don't even know how high you jumped up. Because, like, there's technically no light around you, so you can't actually see the distance you're moving.
Now more and more drowsy Hera starts giggling at the Non for being a dumbass.
Damn. I'm not that stupid. I actually
I
have,
mean,
like,
you're a
5
comedian,
theater-
so...
I have theater degrees. I graduated like fucking masters. What's this?
I mean, you are doing this so you can get a scholarship to, college.
Come on, Bread. Why don't you just root yourself to the floor? It's not.
His name's not Bread.
It's
His
onion.
name is
Name's not.
Onion.
It's onion. Non
What the
is
fuck?
French for
Dude, I'm
onion,
fucking
not
Onion,
bread.
onion is French for onion, and then
Oh.
Yon is his name.
Yon.
Yawn.
Pronounced
Come on,
correctly.
Nun.
Yon.
That's a funny joke, though. Just keep it.
Yawn bird.
That mine
The
is
Indian-
not just going to try and sleep wherever he can, or is he just gonna stay awake because he's for some reason just not because he's just staying awake? Are you speaking, Bear? It says it looks like.
No. I was, like a bunch of random guys decided to ping me once. Sorry.
If it, look,
I'll
if
be
it
back.
looks like I'm speaking, I'm not actually speaking.
I got pushed to
it-
talk.
It's my 3D printer.
Yeah, I know.
I got pushed to talk. Sometimes I have my button pressed when I'm not fucking speaking for some reason.
Oh, that's stupid.
What
Anyway.
is press?
No, it's not that stupid. Otherwise, you'd be hearing my brother going like in the background every time I try to speak.
So
You
anyway,
wouldn't want
heard
that,
him.
to be honest.
Bear,
I've heard him before.
Is Non gonna try and sleep, or
I mean, Jan buried his head in the ceiling. He has no choice other than his eyes. to
No,
close.
he didn't.
he failed?
You
to do
failed.
That. He's still on the ground.
Oh wow! What the fuck? Okay, well,
You rolled an 8.
yeah. I think my incompetence itself takes over my mind. I just like sit there, contemplating life until eventually I zone out to where it could be considered REM.
I mean, well, you are a plant,
plant.
so how your biology works when you interact with a rest or state of unconsciousness is most likely going to be inherently different.
So how do I? Yeah, I do whatever the fuck like stems can do to sleep.
I don't think they do, really.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah.
I believe plants
Well, I mean,
have some
then
plants.
what the hell do I do?
sleep.
Do I just like feign sleep if it's that important?
Well, I think it's,
Stop getting.
I believe there are plants that do have a sleep-like state, but because like plants don't have a traditional because they don't have a traditional brain, they don't have a state of consciousness and unconsciousness more often than not. However, because you do have one. It's technically a choice to try and enter it. Because in your case, your body doesn't necessarily need to be in that same type of unconscious state to do a lot of its maintenance. You're a plant. You can technically feed yourself by drinking water, sitting in the ground for 30 minutes, and breathing. Hell,
Bruh.
cover your hell.
The technology of a plant.
Hell, put a pot. Hell, if you put yourself in a potted plant and crawl and stick roots out from under it to crawl, you could technically
here's what
eat while
here's what
you
I was
walk.
thinking of doing. I'd use my hat as a soil holder. Just
Yeah.
go in there.
Why do you look like Marx?
That's the funny thing. You don't have your hat anymore.
Oh
Or it's in
fuck!
your inventory.
God fucking damn it. Okay, whatever.
I mean,
Fine.
he does.
Dirt on the
technically-
ground.
I mean, at any, like realistically, once like you guys are out of Yellow Rock and somewhere else, he can put his hat back on. Like, yeah, that's something he can do. He can just put wet, nutrient-rich. He can just put wet soil
Yeah, I
in
could
his
just
hat,
grab soil.
wear it,
What?
and then literally just eat while
Yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
breathes. Because
Yeah,
he'll
like
just,
I find a tap
like
somewhere. I put
photosynthesis.
soil and I put it.
that's like
Your problem. Question.
Mhm.
He said he wants to find a tap. Would that be a role in this situation?
right now he's probably going. I assume Nun is probably going to enter his state of unconsciousness, so he
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm
have
probably
to.
just gonna
So he doesn't have to deal with this bullshit.
guess I'll die.
Like, fuck this. I don't want to deal with my own stupidity. I'm going unconscious. And with that, everyone has finally gone to fuck to sleep, and we can finally go to tomorrow, and now actually have into town if we want.
Just all the
That took you
pieces.
so long to say.
Lord.
So, as you guys are now in the more or less early mornings of the day outside Yellow Rock Village's entrance, you look around, you exit the inn, you see the two prisons, the two prison buildings guarded by a lot of prison guards.
Hello, prison guards.
As you walk by,
Word, what's going on? Prison guards, keep doing your job. Keep doing it.
as you say that,
Yeah.
literally all like 4 of these guards right here in this line all turn to look at your group and all say in unison,
Find the magma cores, even though I already destroyed them.
"Good morning, citizen. We will do our best. Carry on with your day."
Absolutely, dude. Hell yeah.
Have a nice day.
Can I roll to see if Hera heard any of that?
Oh, she heard it.
She looks over and is just like in her droopiness. Robots.
No robot.
Robot.
Are they all just Android 16?
No. Pawnmen have this thing where pawnmen are a species that are implied in Deltarune to be partial hive mind or something. How I run it in our lore is that the younger a pawnman is, the harder it is for them to be an individual. So they group together to find personality traits and grow and then separate to become more individualistic as they become more capable as life forms. So they have this partial group mind
Question.
thing.
Quick question. Did any of the rest of us hear the fusion in Jack's voice?
Not really.
Jack, speak again.
What?
There was
See,
no
do
fusion.
you not hear two tones?
No, I don't. I literally do not.
Told
It's
you I wasn't
Gaster.
human, you two. Told you.
Oh.
Oh, wait. I don't have ears, okay.
Okay, there you go. Figured. Okay, I was just wondering if that was just me or if that was.
Guys, Jack is just Gaster. What are you talking about?
We've told you all before, we aren't human anymore.
I am his son.
We're not human anymore.
I'm Sans. I'm his son. Remember, son, dying is gay.
That music is playing on a radio held by someone, by one of the guards, as they're dancing. As you walk by, you see it. This guard over here is dancing in the corner to that song.
That is a nice bird.
Are you guys going to enter town or no?
Yeah.
You guys like birds? I asked the prison guard. Guards.
The prison guards.
I like birds.
The prison guards seem to be more focused on their jobs right now.
Harris
I got them on track with that motivational speech.
What?
Could we?
Hera tries
perhaps-
to interrupt the dancing competition with her own dance.
Could we perhaps get into town, please? I asked the guards. I mean, I'm not the leader or anything. I just want to know. That would be
Passport.
In the town, what are you talking about? Wait a minute.
Identification.
Hey,
Here are their passports. Here are their passports.
They didn't. I changed it. I originally said a passport. I've changed it to just identification. Do you
Oh,
have
okay.
any?
Here are their
The
IDs.
passports work though. Remember, everyone has their passport right now.
Yeah.
So I assume everyone's going to use those as identification so they can enter town.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
We're gonna
I imagine what she looks like right now, Jack, if you've seen D&D before. 5th edition's Cobalt.
Cobalt.
I don't know why, but I imagine that is, for some reason, that's I don't know why, that sounds very cute in my mind. I don't know why. Just a little redheaded,
Cobalt?
Just a little red-headed lizard.
Yeah.
That black figure up in the.
Oh, wow.
Your bearded dragon.
But it's
I
the
hear-
opposite of a beard.
Did I hear black figure?
No way.
Y'all
Fuck
hear
moment.
that click?
No. There's female bearded dragons.
Does somebody jump for joy? Does
somebody I call the bearded dragons just the dwarves of the lizard world.
As you all enter into town, you see a very similar setup to Blue Rock. However, you will notice upon the rather large signs over here, it says train station / museum.
Are you that freezer guy?
Die.
This in mind, you also notice, yeah, there's also a lot of soldiers here.
Yeah. Hera is currently fighting her flight senses right now.
Hello, guards. How are we doing today?
Due to her past, I'm gonna have to roll physical.
Or
Succeeding in whether or not she just loses her shit.
no, stop. Calm down. Just don't do it.
So, Libran immediately notices Hera about to panic and tries to stop her from panicking.
Yep.
Alright then, is anyone else going to notice this and try and help her?
Yeah, we're all gonna help her with that.
Yep. Gonna back her up.
Advantage? Question mark.
And Aaron?
Aaron had noticed as well.
Alright,
Yeah, we
so
got an advantage.
this is a physical roll to not lose her shit.
Wait. Does
Yes.
Hera notice?
Hera is noticing she is fighting against not losing her shit already.
Alright then, with this in mind, this is now going to be a... So you're going to use... So this is a physical roll to stop yourself from losing your shit.
Ow.
Correct? That's what you
Yes, with a roll of 20 or higher.
I just
Jesus.
stubbed the shit out of my toe.
God damn.
Instincts be damned, brother. Instincts be damned.
Alright, well, I mean, you have a +8 to this, so...
Just don't fuck it up, right?
Actually, wait, hold up. Let me check what everyone's physical is, since...
Nobody has more than me.
No, but Arca has 2. Aaron has 1. And if I recall...
Libran has 2.
Yep, so this is a... There's already a +8, so plus this. This is a +11. You
Okay,
need
so
to-
just don't fuck it up.
Yeah, you need to... You need to...
Don't
no-
get,
you
don't
just,
get below a 12.
you just need to
No,
not...
don't get below a 9.
We have... You said 23, I thought.
No,
No.
Aiden just said 20 or... 8 just said 20. 20 or higher.
Or higher.
Yeah. So technically that means you have to beat 19.
Yes, you have to beat a 19. That's the difficulty class for this.
Shit, wait, no, you did not tell me to stop. I'm gonna keep rolling.
No, okay. Stop.
Did you want the 18?
No, that's us. You stop the rolling
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, just keep
All right.
just keep rolling.
Stop.
God damn it.
Oh, fuck off. God damn.
Damn.
You know what? Can we re-roll this? Because I fucked up the roll twice. Legitimately.
But that's the third roll.
Yeah.
That was you didn't fuck it up this time.
Yeah, here's
So,
the
that
thing
was
though, I
a-
still fucked it up twice before, and both of those times, had I not fucked it up, you probably would have rolled higher than a 2.
So
So
that's the nature of the dice.
yeah, but it also feels like
shit.
I legitimately robbed you of an actual victory.
No, I wanted the failure.
Then why the fuck would you
As a
roll in- then why
no,
would-
as a player, I wanted the failure, but as a character, I had to play in character.
You
No, don't do it.
You
She's too powerful.
Are you
Characters.
absolutely sure about this?
Yes.
Are you absolutely sure you're sure?
Yes. And may I describe what exactly happens on a failure of a 2? A nat 2.
Nat
The
2
DM decide
plus
this?
11.
Nat 2 plus 11. Still. It's a natural 2. Can I still decide what she does specifically, because it is well within what would happen?
So with the 2, technically with the 2 plus 11, it's technically a 13. But I will say, yeah, you're fucking. I mean, you're freaking the
With
fuck out.
bonkers.
But dear God, is it not nearly as bad as it could have been if you were alone?
Mhm.
Dear God, would it have been horrific had you been alone? Because without these other people, this would have been.
Here's the
2
bare
plus-
minimum.
Libran
Here's-
notices
2
what's
plus-
going on and goes,
So what's
Can
Hera?
I
Hold
please
up.
finish?
Let him describe what Hera's doing.
She, her. Anyway.
Hera.
Hera, with her aura, just outright explodes with orange, fiery, glow, as her draconic form it's holding, but it's really bright. She's also panicking visibly. And you know what happens in Glitchtail, right?
oof. That
The
age.
sands wall. It's little,
Hey.
or no, it's not fully forming. It's the little orange balls before. Basically, her magic is trying to summon it, but there's not enough in her to do it. But it's trying.
Libran turns to her and goes, "Hey, no, stop. Just calm down. Don't do it."
That was part of the roll, and that roll failed. And
So what are y'all?
Don't do it, Hera.
How's everyone reacting to her basically trying to force out some magic?
Hera,
no, she's now in combat with every single person in this room.
Oh, so basically she's trying to fight everything.
Yeah,
Hera,
she got overloaded.
So
Hera,
what's Arcanon, Aaron, and Libran doing?
Libran is going to defend.
Well, I mean,
Hera is hot to the
I
touch.
love winning.
well, on a technical level, she's trying to fight everyone else. She's not necessarily
No,
trying to fight her own
everything.
partner.
Everyone and everything in this room is a target.
Yes,
Great,
but
great.
you're
Okay,
trying to
I'm gonna-
use, yes, but you're trying to use magic for that. You're trying to do a massive force magic spell that would
Disintegrate everyone in the room.
basically something that would, for all intents and purposes, you're trying to do something that would be physically impossible for you given your current state.
Yes.
So everyone is suddenly now kind of frozen, staring, because suddenly there are these bright orbs everywhere. They're not doing anything necessarily, but they're just gathering, dissipating, and then immediately regathering as if something is trying to form. But it can't.
Don't look at the fireball. That was a big.
Can we roll a D100? No bonuses, no subtractions, a full just straight D100.
No, this is
Are
like
you
what
rolling
you
on the wild magic?
what
table?
you are attempting, what you are basically attempting to do is something that you physically would not be capable of performing given your current status. Like you are doing you are basically attempting to cast you are for all intents and purposes you are functionally attempting to cast your own version of Snowgrave.
You are
On everyone.
What's going on is you're trying to cast Wish as a first level wizard.
As a 6th
D&D
level
terms.
wizard.
Where's
I mean,
the
in
Dragon
D&D
Ball?
terms.
I have quite a few high level spells anyway. Yeah, I understand. It's just that's what is happening.
It's like, oh,
How does Gaster react, Mr. DM?
Gaster? Gaster, actually, no, I'm going to, considering how badly you're going to freak the fuck out, I might actually just do something. Here's a question. Do you want things to get worse, or do you want things to get better?
Hera, as a player, I want to see where this goes. Hera wants to see things get better.
With that in mind, do you want to make it a coin toss, or do you want me to just kind of go with what Hera would like?
Let's make it a coin toss.
Oh,
I call tails.
okay then. Tell me when to stop flipping.
And stop.
Heads.
It's Hera's.
Alright, with that in
Fair enough.
mind, quickly, suddenly, you know how Hera has, that one mark down her face that's supposed to be like Gasser? Suddenly, the shadow of one appears up on her other eye, going upward, as suddenly the light fades. The orange turning to the color orange, the orange of her scales suddenly graying out.
And now
Oh,
she's
God.
putting her hands to her head, just... Everything is being fought, including Gasser.
Libran approaches her and starts trying to speak to Gaster like, "Hey, dude, fix this. What's going on?"
She's panicking. She's having a panic attack.
God, Hera, it's gonna be all right. I'm gonna try to calm Hera down a little bit.
Your hand, your magical force also gets grabbed somehow with a physical hand.
What the?
It's almost 11.
Hold on. Her voice layers with a fusion. Get the hell away from me!
Hera, I'm not backing up. You're important.
We're here to help.
Non. Aaron, your reactions to this?
Aaron tries to grab her, but is immediately pushed back by the sudden heat that is her skin right now. Even though, yes, it's cooling down still, before it was still very, very hot.
Oh yeah.
Everybody defend.
Like an overheating PC is what occurred there.
And
A very much so overheating
goddamn.
PC. She's causing lag on the server.
with
She
that,
is the lag on the server. What you talking
Yes.
if I may ask, Libran, do you want to try and roll passive to calm Hera down?
It'll have to be against her aggressive.
Yeah.
about? Yeah.
It'll have to be your passive against her aggressive, which is not good because actually no, it'd be a flat
+1.
Yeah, it'd be a flat 0 versus a +1. However, Libran, are you going to do this alone?
Why Libran is the leader.
Or are you going to ask the others for help?
I'm trying to do this alone because I'm trying to show that I kind of care about her feelings. So
I get it. It's the Gaster people having a moment. I get it.
yeah. And I also kind of want Gaster to help, to help her chill the fuck out.
He is currently doing his best.
With that in mind, all
Even all that raw element that's with inside of her is suddenly not very controllable anymore.
Oh boy, the child.
I start
with the-
speaking to her.
We didn't roll yet.
Yeah, I know.
I speak.
Do we want to
speak
roll
to
these
her-
at the same time, or do we want to roll them separate?
Roll them at the same time because that's what would be going on.
Gamma.
Yeah.
All right. And what were you going to say that Libran was going to try and do? They were speaking in Wingdings with Hera.
Yeah. Speaking in Wingdings, I'm gonna keep it private though.
I mean, nobody else can understand the wingdings being spoken anyway, so it's kind of the private conversation.
Yeah.
Anyway, roll.
That in mind. With that in mind, since Gaster is going to help you, I'll give you a +1 to your passive,
Sweet.
so that way you both have a.
So it's just +0. It's just the 0 to get it out.
Tell me when to stop rolling, guys.
Stop.
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 You are not successful, good sir. Neither of you are successful.
God damn it. Fuck.
It is not working.
Wait,
So
who's dice?
what happens is that Hera punches.
So as you try and like talk to her with wingdings to get her to calm down, you said
Hera punches you in the face. Like a D8 melee punches you in the face.
Well, actually, that it would be a D12 roll for that. Remember, like that. It's like
No, like rolling the damage itself. Oh, right. It's draconic melee already.
Yeah.
That's right.
that and two. Remember, that's not how we roll damage.
That's right. It's divisible. Yeah.
Do you just want to say it's minimized to 1 for simplicity's sake?
I mean, if we roll a let's roll a D12. Let's see what we get.
All right. Let me grab this D12. Actually, I do. No, you
There
don't.
could be a chance that Libran just fucking dies here.
All right. So this is
Bros a
54.
twig.
That will be divided by.
Stop.
12.
12. 54 divided by 12. I believe that's actually an even number.
Hold on.
No, it's not. Hold on.
That would be 4.5, 4.5.
4.5.
Bless you. Bless you.
So I guess that is 1 for the sake of simplicity.
Well, I mean, technically, well, he is your he is your target in this context.
Oh, so he doesn't get a. He doesn't get
I
his
mean,
defense dice.
is he your target?
Yes, he is the target.
Oof. So Libran just gets hit.
Also draconic. It's under the effects of magic melee.
As you hit Libran in the face,
I was doing
Libran
it in
starts
action
freaking out as well because
That's
they
fine.
realize they have lost control of the situation and now start quoting every man.
Oh. Oh no! Now they're both panicking. Gaster then.
except
Gaster then.
I'm panicking in the way that I'm trying to like actively help Hera. Like no one else
At
is
this
my
point-
target.
Okay,
Like-
let's be 100% honest. Her magic's been charging for a very long time now.
Well, it's more like because this is a spell you. This is a spell you don't know yet. More accurately, this is.
No, she's just summoning a bunch of draconic lasers. That's all she's doing.
I thought you said they were a bunch of glowing spheres of energy. No,
Yeah, that's what she's. Those are the startings of the forms of the draconic lasers. That's why they're
here's
orange.
The thing. It's everyone. There's like
Everyone.
physically too many targets for that to be stable. What it is, like they just keep forming and then they fall apart and then they keep forming. So it's like
See what's
And
like-
the magic's been charging for such a long time now.
like it's just
Is
like
my point.
there's just a bunch of static
See-
magic in the area. Like no,
What's going on here is that Hera's the chaos to Libran's
Order.
like order. Yeah.
basically some peoples are like you do like people aren't like they are still in danger because like these glowing like sudden spheres of energy, if they touch them, will hurt like hell.
They get hurt.
And
So
two, it's
that's
like
a
they're
full draconic laser damage
Yeah,
right
it's like-
there.
I yell at everyone to evacuate.
it's like, and not only that, it's also like they disappear, and are like they're breaking apart and reforming around the people. It's like, cause like literally
They're,
all
yeah,
of
they're
this,
trying.
they're all
yeah.
trying to target people. So it's like it starts breaking apart. They back away, and then it reforms in front of them again. They back away, and
Yes.
suddenly it starts reforming behind them. It's like this is not a good
It's
situation.
trying to box them in.
Even though, like, even if it does, it still can't do anything. It still needs to wait for them to touch it. It can
Yeah.
only move when it's reforming. And if it's breaking apart and reforming, well, wherever it's not, that's where they can go. So it's like, when it really comes down to, like, everyone's
The
basically
guy-
walking on eggshells. Like, everyone's
The blaster's bottom jaws are now forming and deforming every time now.
like,
There's a
at
ticking time bomb on this. There will be a time
no, they're
where there's One can just summon enough magic to just outright say, no, this happens. There is a point where that occurs.
I'm gonna yell at everyone to evacuate.
Well,
Get
you're
the
not
fuck
sto-
out of
you're
here.
Not the
It's about to
storyteller,
go
are you?
down.
No, are you?
Fair enough. I'm just thinking logic here. At some point or another, enough magic will be summoned for...
Yeah, here's the thing. At that point, once you've reached that point, that'll be when your body's been so strained, you're basically actually eating into your own HP to try and cast it.
That would happen. That would just straight happen.
Like,
She
the
would eat into
spell,
her own HP.
like, the spell still wouldn't cast. They wouldn't shoot. They would just self-destruct, and she would pass out because she just destroyed her own health bar.
Exactly. That's what this was all supposed to lead to. There you go.
With that in mind, everyone's sort of in a slight panic state, because, like, everyone is tiptoeing around magic shards of glass that have suddenly been thrown across everywhere on the floor, or ground, more accurately.
Yeah.
Or, well, I guess I guess it would be stone pathing.
No, I think it would be like straight stone, like smooth stone,
Yeah,
with the texture of the floor.
more or less. Probably something along those lines. That in
It
mind.
doesn't really matter. Oh, you're tired.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we could end on a cliffhanger.
I'm dead.
Cliffhanger.
Man, I'm dead.
Alternatively, everyone could try and see if Libran could now try and ask for help, since that didn't work.
I mean,
Also,
Libran's
can we
also
roll to
unstable,
see if somebody
but-
steps on it by accident? There's just so many shards that, like,
Yeah.
you can't not.
If someone says they'll try, if someone says they'll try to calm you
No, I
down
mean like
again,
one of
and
like
they-
one of the NPCs
uh,
accidentally stepping on a shard when they
I'm
didn't
waiting
mean to.
like until like one more failed roll before I roll if like civilians or like these people
Get hurt.
Because like I
Alright.
think you've technically,
Understood.
because like you've had failed, because if you've had failed rolls to prevent the freak out. However, now currently these would be rolls to.
I have had successful
calm you.
rolls to
I
resist not freaking out.
Yeah, they've
Hey,
failed to calm you
Jack, if
down,
you don't-
and they've only done it about like once or twice, I think. So they still need
Yeah.
at least one more fail, I'm gonna say.
Alright.
If you don't mind me asking, what spells do I have?
Do you even know if you can handle it?
You do have hypnotize. That is something you do actually. Do have.
Then can I hypnotize Hera?
Oh,
How does hypnotize work?
hypnotize makes you sleepy. It inflicts
Yeah.
tired.
Yes.
And if tired was basically, that's going to drain all of her HP to stay awake and then pass out. It's just going to skip past the phase where people get hurt.
More than likely. However, you don't have any tension items except the tension potion.
Then I'll do that, if that's okay with Jack and Bear.
You mean Blur and
Or
Bear.
Blue and Bear. Sorry.
Though,
Zoned out.
Over here.
before you do that, let me real quick read the description of it again. Let's see, where is it? Tension potion. Okay, plus 10 HP, minus 5 for the next 10 turns. Plus,
You don't have the HP to take this.
plus 10 TP every 10 turns. So technically, this would be 10 full interactions of needing to gain TP for this, in order for the tension potion to work in this context.
And I'll do it if it means that I'm gonna save the lives of a bunch of civilians.
Or you could roll.
I'm doing it.
You
Alright.
could also ask help from the party, and make it a group
Yeah, like,
action.
can I ask them to, like, defend?
You're
Because,
asking.
no, basically what's going on now is that Hera is on her own, the center of box, and y'all four are against her.
I don't know. We gotta fight her.
Oh, like
Yeah,
here's
you are
the-
in an encounter. You are in an actual encounter now, I think.
Not yet. Because
Not
remember,
yet.
Because remember, you have to remember, if they actually entered an encounter with you, you would it would break your because you're because you're technically trying to attack everything you can see right now, and you can still see everyone.
Just saying. That also includes her brother, Non, Arca, and Libran. Those people also are included in this.
However, I'm not considering it combat quite yet, because that would literally... Because how would we roll... I want you to think about this for a moment, if we actually decided to have this be combat, because I literally couldn't it just be BU5. And 2, that would also
It would just be all 9 squares being filled up on her end.
And not only that, we would also need to give all of these individual NPCs actions to be involved in the scenario. Because now it's an actual encounter with them.
I'm trying to hypnotize Hera so that we don't have to go through that hassle.
Or just get all 4 people to work together to calm her down to stop the panic attack.
I mean, you did that once already.
Well, he did it once on their own.
No, I believe we all tried to stop Hera from...
No, that... It was to stop you from freaking out. That was to stop the panic attack from happening. Now I'm saying they can still all work together to calm it down if they all want to work together. Is Libran going to ask for help? Because otherwise someone else needs to say they're going to do it, because Libran has already rolled.
Attempted. You kind of got cut out there.
Yeah, like remember, you guys are a 5-person party. Just because one person fails a roll does not mean you just go with it. You can at least try one other time, at least as a group, because a group action is a separate try.
That's cool.
So, are we going to try as a group to stop the panic attack now that it has started, or are we just going? Or is Libran going to have to drink basically poison and consume multiple healing items in order to not die, in order to cast Hypnotize on Hera?
I'd rather Libran not get completely obliterated.
Yeah.
So we gotta stop this fucking work from
I'm not gonna Kaioken. Listen, I'm not about to Kaioken myself just to calm someone down.
We gotta like.
we're gonna stop you.
Use our words. We gotta use our words more.
So what you're saying is this is going to be a group action to try and calm Hera down.
This was a result of child neglect. We gotta step up on that.
No, it's not a result
like,
of child neglect.
It's like 11.
It's a result of child abuse.
11.
Well, not really abuse.
Wow,
More so
what
just
did I
one
even do?
really traumatic event.
Jack, it's 11. It's 11 where I'm at. So like, can we end the session sooner?
After this event has concluded. So this is going to... So we're
Right.
doing a group action to calm Hera down. Correct?
Yes.
Let's see how it is.
Okay.
You have to beat a 19 again. It's the same one as before.
You're just gonna... Alright, okay then, just gonna go with
It's not going to be any more difficult, because I don't think I have the power to do anything more difficult than a 19.
You're not gonna have, like, your roll versus theirs again, like we did with...
I mean, I could do the +1 of aggression to make it a 20. Do you have to beat a 20?
What I'm saying, do you just want to set it as a 19, or do you want to do the thing you did with Libran? Both dice are rolled at the same time.
Sure, let's do the both dice roll at the same time.
Okay.
Her aggressive.
Her aggressive is a +1, so this would be your aggressive versus everyone else's passive.
Yep.
However, it's also a group action. So with that in mind, it's 4 plus... +1. So this is a +5 versus your +1.
Okay. Let's hope y'all make it.
Okay, everyone. tell me when to stop rolling.
This will be my final sacrifice. Let's go! Get him! Stop rolling right now.
Stop rolling.
Stop rolling right now.
Stop
Stop rolling, stop rolling, stop rolling.
Everyone stop.
8 plus 1 is 9. 5 plus 5 is 10!
Done! Finally!
They just barely
fucking
beat
go.
it.
Let's fucking go.
So she starts cooling down more rapidly now.
Can we have a group hug?
I am
You don't want to do that right now. You're going to burn yourself and you're going to ruin your
I know, but
disguise.
wait. Once she cools down, we give her a group hug.
I imagine the scene is something like is like in her panic state. She's like kind of like starting to scream, and slowly the screams are slowly turning more into cries. Maybe.
Yeah. And it's just crying out right now.
I pat Hera on the head.
With what?
With my telekinesis.
You feel
Just
a
feels-
very warm sensation go through your telekinesis.
Oh, you're very warm.
With this in mind, they have just barely gotten you to calm down. As slowly but surely, as they dissipate, they reform again. However, they form lesser.
And then lesser. And then lesser.
As slowly it goes from, you know, loud screaming to kind of loudish crying to, I assume, more
Whimpering.
silent crying. As over
Whimpering,
time,
really.
eventually she cools down.
Your hair is very. I don't
Okay
even
to
know.
go in? Would it be okay to go in for a group hug? Or,
If you want to burn yourself, sure.
I mean, I'm not technically.
She's still
burning
hot.
myself. I can only kind of feel things with my telekinesis.
No, I understand that. I was talking to Arca
Yeah.
on that one.
I mean, I mean, it might be good for them, for Hera's mental health, to see people like
yeah.
hug them, even though like it's literally bringing them pain to do so. You know, it's like,
Huh.
like you know, oh, people
That's
like
a
that,
really-
on her.
I really
focused on
fucked
her.
up this time.
someone's actually willing to like try and comfort me, even if it hurts them. You know, it's like.
I mean, Aaron doesn't exactly have to deal with that as badly because he's wearing armor.
Yeah. That, and he's also he's ice.
So
element.
is-
He's
So
ice
is
element?
Arca, so is Arca, kind of.
Granted, yeah,
Right.
but you're not really. You don't have any elemental resistance to this draconic heat.
Yeah.
True.
So
Draconic heat is different than flame heat.
Yeah.
Though there is flame with it at the moment. She used all of her 3 natural elements to do this attack, is what I'm trying to say. And
Yeah.
she was venting on all 3 ends.
That in mind. So are you guys? So is Arca gonna go in to hug Hera, even though it's gonna hurt like hell?
Yes. We
I'm
should
gonna
all
calm
do
her
that.
down
We
by
should all do that. We should all
boiling
do
part
that.
of my body.
So this is
Magic.
gonna be a physical roll to see how well you can withstand the pain of you know, what is practically. I mean, you're not. I won't say.
I guess it would be against her physical, right?
I mean, not
Why not?
necessarily. I wouldn't say so, because this is more like, I wouldn't say you're hot enough to like actually burn the skin. At
But
this
just be hot enough to be very, very uncomfortable
Yeah.
to hold, like a hot
Yeah.
potato.
point, like if they hug, like if depending on how much of a little bitch they are, it could feel like touching a hot stove.
So is it gonna be
No,
like a
that's-
group thing, or?
Ooh,
No, it's-
owie, my hand.
It's Arca hugging. It's at the current moment.
Yeah,
it's just
okay.
Arca hugging them. So
I want it
Tell
to
me
be
what
like a
is-
group hug thing.
I mean, my
Someone in
hand
the
is
back.
still on Hera's,
I want it to be like a
just
group thing.
feeling around like.
I thought that would be a good thing to end the session on. Honestly.
Yeah, that'd be a very good thing to end the
so
session
is
on.
Aaron going to hug as well?
Yeah, he's going to do that.
All right. What
and,
about you two?
And Non?
And this would be separate physical
Really?
rules.
I'm gonna
because
try
it's
and
just the
comfort her.
Constitution,
A
really.
very, very good joke.
Alright, Blur, tell me when to stop
Constitution, really.
rolling.
Stop.
The insanest
What about you,
joke. of all
Lightbrand?
time.
2 plus 2. You
Librand-
roll a 4.
Librand-
Dear God, this
Librand-
hurts like fucking. This is like the most pain you've felt.
You still want to pull?
Not
want to
in,
push
Library.
not in your life, just within the last few years. Last time you
Yeah,
felt
when-
pain this bad was when you idiotically stuck your hand in a blender.
On the
While everyone is
Jan.
going into
While it
Hug
was
Hera, while everyone is going into Hug Hera, Libran's still just kind of feeling her hair like he's mesmerized, and then he realizes what's going on, and he's like, "Oh shoot!" and then goes in for a hug.
All right, tell me when to stop
I mean, we
rolling
could roll for burning
Aaron's physical.
clothes. Stop. He does better.
It still is pretty painful. Pretty
It's
fucking.
ow. It's ow, but it's not. Oh!
Not enough to cook him.
Arca,
I mean,
as
it was
you
enough to
hug
cook
them,
you.
Boiling
you
soup.
basically have to forcibly cover your mouth. Like Arca pulls you in for like a very deep hug, and it's because they have to cover their own mouth or they'll scream. You just think they're being like very, very effective. They're like you think they're like pulling you in for a very deep hug to try and like really show to really show you like that they are legitimate, like they want to be your friend and they want to help you.
Yeah, that's how.
Oh, yeah.
That's how Hera sees them.
However, and to some degree, it is partially that. However, primarily, it's because Arca needs to cover their own mouth or they will scream in agony.
Bite their tongue.
Alright, how does the commoners react to that sudden eggshell situation?
They all look around. Not a lot of... I'm gonna roll real quick.
She didn't ruin her disguise, no, because
No.
that's all of her disguise was metal. It
No
just got
one
really
knows
hot.
what the fuck just happened. All they're knowing is that, like, all they know is that, like, apparently someone started screaming, something's
Someone
going
had a mental
on,
breakdown.
and that suddenly there were things going on. No one... The people closest to you are pretty sure it was you. However, because
They're
they
not
didn't...
100% sure.
However, no one actually knows it's you. And it's like they don't just want to, literally pin something that just happened on the people who just came into the village. Especially
And
if
a
they're,
child.
especially if they're part of the entourage of royalty.
And a child. A
Yeah.
child.
Little baby.
Fair deal, yeah.
With that in mind, if I recall, Non, are you also hugging Hera or no?
I think I said I was telling a joke, wasn't I?
Oh, so that's
Intellectual.
So passive, aggressive, intellectual, or physical? What's the comedy behind it?
Intellectual. It's very smart.
No.
And that's
You
something-
should like it.
No. Hold on. That's good for her.
Okay. So tell me when to
She's
stop
smart.
rolling.
See.
Wait, did you tell me to stop?
Yeah,
C
stop.
is yes in Spanish.
4 plus 2.
Oh,
Yes in
that just
Italian.
makes her.
It's a language I actually speak. But
She cries harder.
fuck!
Oh no.
I shouldn't have told her the joke about the onion
Arca
who escaped
looked
the
the-
kitchen, went to carnival, which was just my
Arca-
backstory actually. It was very badly veiled.
Arca looks to Nyan and is like, dude.
I know. It wasn't the best idea.
No, here's what she
They
says.
don't actually-
It was
they
so
don't outright-
heartwarming.
And
So you failed. Task failed successfully. Essentially, is what
Step
you got.
1.
I know. I
Casually
tried.
approach child.
And is
Step
Libran
2.
going to hug
Hug
them
the
as well,
child
I
in front.
assume?
I tried to be like most rappers and talk about their backstory and upbringing.
So
What'd you
didn't
say,
work.
Jack?
is Libran now going to hug Hera as well or no?
Yeah, Libran was just kind of standing there, like non-existent hand in Hera's hair, just fascinated about how like this hair looks like it's burning, but it just feels like warm
So
to
you're
touch.
so you're
And then he
actually going
realizes-
in for a hug.
That
Her
they
hair
realize
doesn't
what's
actually-
going on, and then they're like, "Oh shoot, Hera needs help," and then they go in for a hug.
Okay, that's a physical roll. Tell me when to stop rolling.
Okay. The stream froze for me. Hold on.
It's not frozen. Oh, it might
it's
have
not?
froze for you. Yeah, it's not frozen right now.
Can I stop for you? Can we stop for you or?
So,
Uh,
do I stop rolling or?
stop.
Oh, everyone's getting low on these rolls today.
3 plus 2. Yeah, this hurts like hell.
It hurts.
It hurts
Aaron
like-
actually took it the best.
It hurts like hell.
So,
but we're doing it for.
Non's going to not hug Hera along with the rest of the party.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that's a very smart decision on
Yeah,
Non's
but
end.
that's also a very
Get
like
cooked.
poor decision
cooked.
for like the story.
It's an
That might be a poor decision for the story. But here's what her reaction was to his joke. I feel so sorry for him. And she cries harder and harder and harder.
Yeah. Well, let me give you a revelation. That person I was talking about was me.
Hey.
Don't yell.
It's not about you, dumbass.
There's like
Hey.
It's about you. man.
And with that in mind,
And
with
she's
that-
gonna have a bad headache after this.
with this wholesome moment of Hera being comforted after, we can now, I assume, end the session because apparently it's like 11 for probably past
They
11
are.
now.
It's
Yeah, and
11:28
I
where I
be
am.
on the call like an hour ago. So.
Well, I suppose we can kind of end things here with some good roleplay moments. This works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 11:27 for me here.
Yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
future me, edit in a wolf howl at the end of this episode. I know
I
I'm
mean, you
not,
already got it.
and fuck you, future me, because I know you're not gonna do it.